family's watching.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's good.
Aw.
4
Mr.
kids.
Thorntman.
We got 4 kids.
Tell us about your 4 kids. Do you...
I don't know. I crack their heads every now and then. They get out of line.
All right.
They just drive me crazy.
How about we move on to
Drive me nuts.
a segment?
Oh, let's do a segment.
Let me ask you this. Do you ever get ideas about things like entrepreneurial ideas, and then you try to tell people, and they're like, oh, that won't work because blah, 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 or that won't work because...
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to happen on this show.
I get ideas.
Welcome to our segment. It's called I Get Ideas. I'm going to say the idea that I have.
Okay. I'm all ears.
So one time I was at Ralph's getting deli meat cut, and I don't usually do that. No offense, Ralph's, but it's not a thing that I usually do. But sometimes when you have company,
Deli meat cut?
you know,
Like
you order it. Exactly. Oh, you're right on track with me. We're having a mind
That's
meld.
what I did before I became an
You
deputy
did?
sergeant.
So you're going to have such good things to say about my idea, because
Bring it on.
people have to, you know, they put the meat on, and then they are like, vroom, 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 and then they have to spray it down every time, and it's time consuming. And the Rock and Roll Ralphs over there, well, I'm not going to say the neighborhood, because I love the people that watch this show, but I can't have them all visiting me.
Crack a lot of heads over there.
That, just practically speaking, not that I wouldn't appreciate visitors. And I don't want people's heads getting cracked. Because
Hey, it just got to happen, you know.
But anyway, so when you get cold cuts, they have to do all these shenanigans and rigmarole to get the cold cuts. And I came up with an idea of a deli slicer that's like super wide with different slots in it, right?
Yes.
And then you put in the meat pack and you hit what you want, like, oh, a pound of this.
Ah!
And then it slices it, and then washes itself. They give you the cold cuts, and then they can help 5 people at a time. It cuts down on insurance premiums. Ralph's, if you're listening, or any other store that wants to use this idea, I give it for free because the ideas just keep coming to me.
That's a
and
great
you have to
idea.
share. So what do you think, as a former deli slicer, what do you think of my idea?
I think it's a great idea. I go to Ralph's at least 3 times a day, and I get their...
3 times a day?
I get the foot-long pastrami.
3 times a day?
Yeah.
Pastrami.
Pastrami.
Do you ever get tired of pastrami?
I love pastrami. Don't
Do
get
you
me
ever
started
get-
on pastrami.
Do you ever get vegetables with it? Because vegetables can be good.
It takes away from the flavor, the good saltiness, and the pepper, and the way they, you know.
Yeah. So do you have vitamin deficiencies?
I do.
Oh.
I
I'm
do.
sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
I got quite a few.
Oh gosh. Well.
2 weeks ago, I had salmonella poisoning. A week later, I get Shigella. I don't even know what that is. They told me I get Shigella.
Oh, I can tell you what that is.
Can you?
It's horrible. Do you want to know?
Go for it.
It's a thing where people didn't wash their hands after, using the toilet in the second way.
Well,
and then they prepared your food, and then
Or it could have been me. I don't wipe properly.
Shigellosis. The
Do you
musical.
think it was me?
No!
Was it me?
I doubt it. You could get it from your own. You know why? You're probably immune to
Because
your
it's me.
own.
It came from me. Why would I get Shigella from my own body?
Exactly. You're probably immune to your own. But
I would think by now. I think I've had Shigella maybe 20 times in my life.
20?
Yeah.
That's very bad.
Well, I'm 65 years old over here.
But you're in a vulnerable position. Have you tried acidophilus, maybe?
Who is that?
Oh, goodness.
I'm
well,
sorry.
It's okay. I really want to give you advice, but I've vowed to stop giving people advice when they don't ask me for it, because that can be irritating to some people.
I love advice.
You do?
I don't listen, but I take...
Well, that would be very frustrating for me if I saw you.
Well, maybe if yours is
pastrami.
good, because everybody's just like, Carmine, why don't you lose some weight?
Yeah, well, I'm not telling you to body shame, but I will tell you that a natural consequence of not eating pastrami 3 times a day in a foot-long vehicle might make you feel better.
3 times a day, I go home, my wife makes a little dinner.
Okay, well, that sounds very pleasant.
Thank you. She's a lovely gal.
I bet she
Honey,
is.
where are you?
I bet she is, Dexter Thorpeman. Thank you for being on the show. I have
Thank
one
you.
more idea that I'll run through very quickly. It's for bad drivers. And these are the worst drivers, the ones who speed really, really fast through residential neighborhoods. So I'm thinking, can we get like a pillow gun that shoots a pillow-like thing at their car and makes them think that they've hit a small child or a dog so that they stop doing that? Because until they are stopped by fear, they'll just be thinking, oh, why can't I go fast? It's fun. I like going fast. Don't be such a party pooper. And then if they think, oh my goodness, something horrible has happened, they won't do it anymore. What do you think of that? Is that legal under the current traffic laws?
I like the idea. And me being the deputy general sheriff of the District of LA,
Yes.
I could see what I could do. By the powers that be.
That idea also is free. So it's to you if you want to get it and get some extra
I don't
finder's
steal.
fee.
That's your idea.
No, it's not stolen.
I've never stolen in my life.
I'm sure you don't steal. I wouldn't accuse you of stealing. You
Candy bar now and then. Who doesn't like a good candy bar?
Oh, don't admit to stealing on television, Dexter Thorpeman.
Why not? Oh yeah, I understand.
You're deputy,
Deputy sheriff.
sheriff, officer,
Don't get
sergeant in
thought.
charge.
You hear me? All right.
I don't know if that's good. I mean, we don't like knock.
I'm a good guy.
No,
I
you
just crack
seem
my
like-
kids' heads. You know, it's not like I really crack their heads. I like say, why don't you clean your room? Like, why don't you lose some weight? What am I gonna do after that? Crack them in the head.
No.
You don't talk to your father like
I'm
that.
sorry, you can't. That's illegal and it's wrong, and it doesn't teach anyone anything to crack their head.
I mean, one's 4, one's 8, one's 10, and one's 32. You tell me.
Wow, you've
big
had
guy.
an interesting life.
Yes.
And you crack heads of a 32-year-old? I don't think so.
He still lives at home.
Is he big enough to crack you back?
He doesn't do it. I really, you know, I instigated. I'm like, come on.
I don't think you should rule by fear.
I know.
Anyway, feel free to take that
All right,
pillow gun idea.
Jenny.
And I was thinking if you fill it with something like blood or cow stomach or something like that, it would be super effective. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Those sporty cars are not going to be racing down my street once that happens. Bang!
No sporty
blood
cars.
and guts all over
me
the
tell you.
car. Oh, I've hit a child. Yeah, stop driving so fast because that's what happens when you drive so fast. Anyway, but I'm working on.
What if
being more positive about things.
What if the pillow was in the shape of a child?
Yeah, okay, even better. We are mind melding here.
Huh?
Take that to your whoever's above a deputy, chief, sergeant, officer in charge,
Yes.
and tell them this is the thing we need to do.
Maybe put a voice chip in them. Like,
Now I think we're going a little too far, but
But
I like it. I
if it saves the
love
kids,
it.
why not?
I love it.